Hi everyone, my name is Miss Lora. I'm from the Lake Villa District Library, and we're doing another First Chapter Friday today. I'll be reading the first chapter in a beginning chapter book. If you've ever been to our library, a beginning chapter book is what we call our yellow dots. This book today is available on Hoopla. Hoopla is one of our free digital resources. You can access it through our website. All you need is a Lake Villa District Library card, and you can get into it for free and check out books and audiobooks and movies and TV shows and music, all sorts of fun stuff. And you're allowed up to 8 checkouts a month on Hoopla. And this book can be one of those. This is called Sasha and Puck and the Potion of Luck. It's the first book in a series. The series is The Elixir Fixers. Now, this book is by Daniel Nayeri, and it's illustrated by Anneliese Mak. The illustrations are really cool, too. I'm reading it today with permission from Albert Whitman Company. So I'm going to read you the first chapter, and hopefully you'll like it so much you want to check it out on Hoopla. So, Sasha and Puck and the Potion of Luck is about a little girl named Sasha. She lives with her father, and her father runs a potion shop. The problem is Sasha doesn't quite believe in magic. So she's worried that her father is selling all of these potions and is going to get in trouble for lying to people. So Sasha decides to try her best to make everyone's wishes come true through science and detection instead of the magic of the potions. As I was reading this story, it felt a lot like a Disney movie. So if you really like Disney stories, I think you'd really like this story. Sasha and Puck and the Potion of Luck. I'm reading it on my Kindle today, and that is the cover. Puck is a really cool character that you meet about halfway through the story. I'm not going to give you any hints about him yet, though. All right. Let's read the first chapter, shall we? Oh, there's a map here of their town. I'll show it to you. It's kind of cool. Chapter 1. Sasha hid behind a display of glass bottles and held her breath. She made a bad spy. She was bad at being silent. Her toes tapped. Her fingers wiggled with the desire to order the bottles just so. She groaned every time Papa made an unfunny joke to a customer of their alchemy shop. Miss Coslow fussed with the clasp of her coin purse as she stood at the counter. She seemed very nervous, even though she was very elegant, thought Sasha, and must have been 20 years old, at least. Papa studied a muddy brew in a glass vial through his spectacles. Now, Mr. Bevan, said Miss Coslow, I don't want this potion, madam, said Papa. Yes, potion. I don't want this potion to give me too much luck. I only need just enough luck. Of course, said Papa, as he grated a wrinkly old mushroom into the drink. Sasha ran out of breath. She let out a gust of air and inhaled another. She slapped her hand over her mouth, hoping they hadn't heard her in the far corner of the shop. She ducked down below the display of bottles filled with sleep sand and squatted next to a crate of bird eggs. She paused to make sure the giant stone phoenix egg hadn't crushed the tiny speckled quail eggs. Miss Coslow went on. I've got a lovely little place in the village, you see, and my bonbons they're selling quite well. I wouldn't want too much luck to ruin it all. I could inherit some far-off castle, for example, and then I'd have to go clean out the moat every Thursday. Said Papa. He was focused on measuring the ingredients. Or imagine if I won some sort of contest to have a pet tiger. What would I do with a tiger in my chocolate shop? Sasha could think of about 1,000 things she could do with a tiger in a chocolate shop. She wished she could list each one for Miss Coslow, but she was spying on the customer conversation, as she always did with the customers. That meant no interrupting. She let out a sigh instead. No, said Miss Coslow. I need a precise amount of luck. Sasha sighed again. She couldn't believe how many people in the village believed in things like potions, magic, and alchemy, including her father, of course. It was all so silly. It would help my calculations, said Papa, if I knew what this precise amount of luck was for. Oh, no, said Miss Coslow, bringing her purse up to her chest. It's a private matter, I'm afraid. Sasha noticed that Miss K wore gloves. No one else in the downside of the village wore gloves. Sasha guessed she was either from upside or didn't have the time to get all the chocolate out from under her nails. Very well, said Papa, stirring the liquid with a dried stalk of mandrake root. Then I'll need to know your exact hair color. I'd say 60% dark chocolate brown, said Miss K, patting her crown of braids. I see, said Papa. And do you prefer a hamster or a ham bone? Miss K blinked a few times. I suppose I prefer hamsters, but not to eat. Of course not, said Papa. That would be a silly question. And when was the last time you ate a green apple? Miss K thought for a moment. Last Tuesday at noon. Excellent. Papa plucked a yellow berry from a potted plant sitting on the far side of the counter and dropped it into the mixture. The potion fizzed up to the rim and made a blip, plop sound. Papa seized the mandrake root and stirred the brew furiously until the liquid calmed back down. All right then, he said. Yes, I think so. This is exactly the amount for just enough luck. He plugged the glass vial with a cork and handed it to Miss Coslow. Why is it that color? Asked Miss Coslow, wrinkling her nose. Sasha thought it looked like swamp water. I could add some strawberry jam, said Papa. That would help the color and with the taste of the dung beetle. Miss Coslow held the potion bottle with 2 fingers as Papa looked around his messy shelves. Finally, he turned around and said, I've got good news and bad news. I found the jar of jam. Unfortunately, it's empty. He held up the jar that Sasha had finished this morning. Miss Coslow frowned. What terrible luck. It looks like I came to you just in time. Miss K gave Papa a few coins from her purse. Then she pulled out 2 chocolate bonbons and placed them on the counter. One for you and one for your daughter, she said. Thank you, Mr. Bevan. You've saved my life. Papa blushed. From behind the display shelf, Sasha wanted to shout, Don't take it! Have some sense, woman! It's not safe! There was no telling what someone would do if they thought they were magically lucky. What if Miss K jumped off a barn thinking she might be lucky enough to land on a passing sheep? The door swung shut behind the chocolate maker, and Sasha was about to stand up when a head suddenly appeared over her. You can come out now, Papa said as he wiped down the counter. You need to get better at sneaking if you're going to spy on our customers. And that's the end of chapter 1. So if you'd like to see what Sasha does next and see what other magic potions there are, you'll have to read Sasha and Puck and the Potion of Luck, available on Hoopla. Have a great day. See you next time, everybody.